got a story to tell.
Thank You, Goodnight, the Bon Jovi Story is about the band Bon Jovi and the 40-year history of the band. But also, there's a present-day thread to the film, which is tracking John as he struggles with a vocal injury. It's a guy dealing with an injury, trying to come back and get to the place that he once was. And that's a tale as old as time.
Everyone knows John as the superstar, the rock star, but he's dealing with emotions and family just like the rest of us. And that's what people are coming for with documentary. Your job as the editor is to find those moments that people can relate to.
The creative control was in their hands. And that was the wise thing to do. Not be a producer, not to have a vanity piece here, not to create a puff piece.
We thought we'd be sitting down and it was gonna be this plethora of footage right off the bat, but in truth, it kind of trickled in over time. Adobe Premiere Pro allows me to bring in all different types of media. We had to start telling the story and start piecing it together. So I'm going and pulling things off YouTube. I'm going and pulling things off Vimeo. And sometimes I know they're gonna be temp. I know this is never gonna get past legal. I'm never gonna be able to use these clips, but I need to see if the idea works, as long as you're laying out your story and figuring out what you wanna say. So we're always moving the story forward and we're always able to make progress.
It's not just me and Alex. We have, of course, an incredible team surrounding us, assistant editors, producers, the subject, who, definitely had opinions and wanted to be involved.
There weren't any threats, there were no fights, there was no nothing. I may have said, you're missing part of the story.
And because he can put his notes and there can be conversations right there in Frame.io, it alleviates me getting some paper document with timecode and timecode doesn't line up, or what are you looking at, what shot are you referencing? You need to have Adobe Premiere Pro and Frame.io to make this new remote way of creating documentaries and movies possible.
One of the huge advantages of using productions for this project was if I'm looking through interview footage or concert footage, I could be gathering while he's editing and I could see where he's going.
Charles can be dropping things to me and I can grab it and move it into my project. What I love about text-based editing is that when you heard something at one time, you don't have to find it, read the time code, and then go back to the clip and get it. You can just grab it from the transcription and drop it right to your timeline. I was reading their biography about the band and they were talking about the 80s and how many shows they did. They go to Taiwan and then they go to America and then they go to Europe. Like, how are you traveling to all these places, doing a 3-hour show? So I wanted that to be reflected in the editing and the pacing of those scenes. It should feel exhausting. I want so many images to not overwhelm you and not make you confused, but you feel like you're taking in a lot the same way that they were doing a lot.
And everybody has different memories of what happened, how it happened, why it happened, because it's all filtered through the lens of emotion. It's really an ensemble piece, and you're just trying to figure out how to do it justice.
These aren't supernatural beings, they're just humans. And to me, those are the best documentaries, is having that balance of entertainment and then human elements that make everything relatable. And as an editor, that's your job, to pull in all these pieces to make sure that they're connecting with the work.
Being a rock star isn't particularly relatable, but being a person who's struggling with something, that is very relatable.
It takes a hell of a lot of hard work on a daily basis for 40 years.
The music, all that, the performance is great, it's fun, but it's actually those moments trying to sort of deal with this thing and navigate the challenges physically, emotionally, even spiritually. That's what I think sort of makes the story come alive.
People really want to connect with what they're looking at on the screen. And something they don't realize with documentary editing is that you are a writer. You're writing with existing words, sentences, and stories. It's far more raw and real when you get it right.